So after the drama of the tiebreaker, here we have John Rimmer, an antiques restorer from Lytham in Lancashire. Up in the audience is his drinking mate Mel. John's wife Jan is watching back at home, and they have 3 kids and 2 grandkids, Edward and Joseph. John says he doesn't really know why he's here tonight. He has no ambitions or dreams other than just to get into that seat. And then he says he doesn't know what he's going to do with any money he might win. But luckily his wife Jan does. She wants a second home in Cornwall. All right, John, well, lots of luck. At this moment, John is just 15 questions away from £1 million, whether he wants it or not. And if he does get stuck on the way, he has 3 lifelines to help him. As always, he's got 50-50. He can phone a friend, and he can ask this audience. All right, John, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? OK. Question number 1 is for £100. Let's try and race you up to at least 1,000. Here we go. Which man's name can also refer to a quarrel or argument? Billy, Barry, Benny, Barney.
It'll be Barney, Chris.
You have £100. Question number 2 is for 200 quid. Complete the phrase which refers to putting up with a disagreeable situation. Like it or bump it, stump it, lump it, thump it.
Lump it.
Like it or lump it. You have 200 quid. Question number 3 for 300. A place which handles a high volume of phone calls on behalf of an organisation is a call what? Home, centre, post, bureau.
Call centre, Chris.
It's a call centre. You have £300. Question number 4 for 500 quid. No problem so far. Lifelines are there. If you need them, you probably don't. Here it is. Nancy Delolio is best known as the companion of which sporting name? Sven-Göran Eriksson, Jack Charlton, David O'Leary, George Best.
Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Sven-Göran Eriksson is the right answer. You have 500 quid. Right, question number 5, John, will guarantee you £1,000, and we'll just warn you it is the last point at which you could go home with nothing at all. I'm sure you won't. You have all 3 lifelines. Use them if you have to. Question number 5 is this one. Traditionally, backgammon is a game for how many players? 1, 2, 4, 6.
I'll ask the audience, Chris.
OK, that's exactly what lifelines are for. Let's hope lots of them play backgammon. Right, audience, on your keypads, please. Let's make sure we get John up to at least £1,000. The first lifeline is needed. This is the question. Traditionally, backgammon is a game for how many players? Now, A on your keypad is 1, B is 2, C is 4, D is 6. A, B, C, D. All on your keypads, please. All vote now. %, are saying 2, 4% say 1, 12% 4, 3% think 6.
That's hoping. I'll go with the audience, 2.
Sure?
Yes.
It's the right answer. You have £1,000. Never played backgammon, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, now, Jan didn't want to come, but she wants an expensive house in Cornwall.
She was working.
OK. And you got your friend Mel here for support tonight. With a big win, you're going to buy him half of Shandy. Oh, that's lovely. How are you feeling? Calm?
Slightly.
Slightly calm? You can't be slightly calm. That's called not calm. Well, you had nerves of steel to get you through the tiebreaker. I'll ask you this, because I asked the dentist just before. I mean, because he said if he won £1 million, he would carry on drilling people's teeth. Would you carry on restoring antiques if you won £1 million?
Yes.
Would you?
I would.
But not so many?
Or not so many. Or perhaps a bit more selectively.
OK, you have £1,000. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. You have a 50-50. You can still phone a friend. You might as well play this question. You can't lose. You're guaranteed £1,000 tonight. At least. Here it comes. Which of these is the name for a person with an obsessive desire to set fire to things? Dipsomaniac, bibliomaniac, hydromaniac, pyromaniac.
It's pyromaniac, Chris.
Sure?
Yes.
Final answer.
Pyromaniac.
It's the right answer. You have £2,000. Still calm?
Ever so slightly.
Whether you're getting calmer or getting worse, I'm not sure.
Neither do I.
Question number 7 is for 4,000. You still have those 2 lifelines. Have a look. Which actress starred in the film 1 Million Years BC? Raquel Welch, Ursula Andress, Brigitte Bardot, Julie Christie. It's worth £4,000. You have 2 lifelines.
It's not Brigitte Bardot, and it's not Julie Christie.
You need one other that it's not.
I do. You're not going to help me there.
Why is it not either of those 2?
I just know that it's before the answers came up. I was working on Raquel Welch and Ursula Andress. I should have been concentrating on the quiz. Yeah.
Well, you are an antique restorer. Which actress starred in the film 1 Million Years BC? Raquel Welch, Ursula Andress, Brigitte Bardot, Julie Christie.
I can actually picture the poster.
You what, you can picture the poster?
Picture the poster, yes.
OK. And what was on the poster?
A lady in a fur loincloth, but I don't know which lady.
And the name of the lady was...
Yes.
Starring in 1 Million Years BC, woman in loincloth played by...
One was in She, the other one was in She. I'll go 50-50, Chris.
OK. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers, leave the right answer and 1 remaining wrong answer.
Raquel Welch, final answer.
You're absolutely right. You got £4,000. It's interesting that because people on the show always say, nearly always, their first instinct is the right one.
Right.
But, you know,
yeah,
it's a lot of money to get it wrong. You haven't. You got £4,000. Next question is worth £8,000. We'll take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? John Rimmer from Lancashire's in the chair. He's on £4,000 and he still has 1 lifeline remaining. So, you know, when you were saying at the beginning, I don't care what I win, I just want to be in the chair.
Yes.
Still feel like that?
Now I'm here, yes.
You wouldn't like to get lots more?
Yes, I would, yeah, I'd like to get some, yeah.
What is it about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that... You know, you were saying it's like all you want to do is your greatest ambition. What is it about it? I mean, there are an awful lot of shows around you can go on.
It is an exceptionally hard challenge to actually get here. And obviously once you're here, it's an even harder challenge.
OK, well, you've risen to the challenge so far. Have a look at question number 8. This is for £8,000. John, I'll warn you, you've got 4,000 at the moment. You would lose 3 here if you gave me a wrong answer. You could phone a friend and still take the money at £4,000. Have a look, though, you could double your money at this question. Which acid takes its name from the Latin word meaning leaf? Tannic, folic, acetic, nitric. Which acid takes its name from the Latin word meaning leaf? Tannic, folic, acetic, nitric. One of those is worth £8,000.
It's folic, Chris. Final answer.
Don't look so glum, you might be right. Just the way he went. It's folic, Chris. Final answer. It is the right answer. You have £8,000. Now, you have £8,000. You are 2 away from £32,000. You still have that phone a friend. Fair or dropper, you lose £7,000 if you gave me a wrong answer. Still calmish?
Yes.
OK. Question number 9 is for £16,000. You do not have to play this question. Here it comes. Who wrote the play Hedda Gabler? Arthur Miller, Henrik Ibsen, Anton Chekhov, George Bernard Shaw. It's worth £16,000.
Yeah, it's not Miller or Bernard Shaw. It's obviously Ibsen or Chekhov, if those are right. I'm pretty sure it's Ibsen. Chekhov wrote The Seagull and Three Sisters. Ibsen wrote I'm pretty sure it's set in Sweden, and Ibsen was Swedish. I'm going to go for Ibsen. Final answer.
How confident are you now you played it?
Less.
You just won £16,000. First instinct again.
Yes.
You have £16,000, John. You're hanging in there because you've still got this phone a friend and you are 1 away from a cheque for £32,000. You glad you came, or?
Oh, certainly.
Oh, you are? Oh, good.
Yes.
It's not obvious. OK. This is question number 10 of a possible 15. If you did go for it and give me the right answer, it would guarantee you going home with at least £32,000 tonight. Here it comes. A woodworm is the larva of what type of insect? Aphid, beetle, flea, moth.
I'm thinking beetle. It's not a flea. An aphid's a sap eater. It's not a moth. I'm pretty sure it's a beetle.
Want to play it?
Yes, I'm going to go for beetle.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've won £32,000. Well played, John. Very well played. You almost smiled then.
Nearly.
Look, whatever happens tonight, you go home with at least that cheque. Take out half a shandy for Mel, but apart from that, 32 grand, all right?
Thank you.
Fantastic. Feel good?
Yes, I do. Feel better now.
Question number 11. This is the one you might as well play always. You've guaranteed £32,000 tonight at least. You still have a lifeline. Have a look at it. This is for £64,000. You are 5 away from 1 million. Here it is. Which of these sculptors has a museum of their works based in their former residence in St Ives? Henry Moore, Alberto Giacometti, Barbara Hepworth, Auguste Rodin.
Pretty sure it's Barbara Hepworth. It's not Rodin, it's not Giacometti. Henry Moore's a possible. I'm pretty sure Barbara Hepworth lived in St Ives. I just read something recently with going down to Cornwall. And I've never actually been to St Ives. I'm sure it's Barbara Hepworth. It's not Giacometti. It's not Rodin.
Which of these sculptors has a museum of their works based in their former residence in St Ives? Henry Moore, Alberto Giacometti, Barbara Hepworth, Auguste Rodin. One of those is worth £64,000.
I'm going to go for Barbara Hepworth.
Final answer.
Final answer.
He just won £64,000. It's all right, I put it there, but I hope you don't have to return to that. That's guaranteed anyway, you know that, but at this moment you've got that. Take it. £64,000. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better now.
Seems to me you seem to feel better the more the money goes up. That funny that, isn't it?
Indeed, yes.
Now you know Mel.
I do.
How long's he been his friend?
Oh, I've known him for many, many years.
Do you think you could run to a pint of shandy now?
Yes, go on then.
Right. Question number 12 is for £125,000. We've been here before tonight. Serious money around tonight. Have a look at question number 12 of a possible 15. The song Killing Me Softly, a hit for Roberta Flack in 1973, was written about which singer? Bob Dylan, Don McLean, Peter Cetera, Stevie Wonder. It's worth £125,000.
I'm pretty sure it's Don McLean. It's not Dylan. It's not Peter Cetera. And I can't see you writing a song about Stevie Wonder killing me softly. I'm pretty sure it's Don McLean. I'm pretty sure it's Don McLean. Doesn't sound likely to be Stevie Wonder unless it was about one particular song of his. Don McLean's a much more softer singer, much more romantic singer.
You can't find a friend?
Yeah. Take a rest. I'm going to phone a friend. I'm going to phone David.
David?
Yeah.
OK. Who's he? What does he do?
He's back home in Lancashire. He's an antique dealer. Wheeler
as you?
dealer.
Okay.
No, I don't deal. He deals.
Okay. Phone David. Tell him the question. Still 4 possible answers. And John, I remind you, you still could walk away with £64,000.
Yes.
OK. You don't have to play this question.
Hello?
David?
Oh, hello.
Hello, it's Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Oh, thank God for that.
How are you? How are you?
Yes, fine.
Well, now, I've got John in the chair, as you gather. He's doing rather well, actually.
Right.
He's actually doing very well.
Well, go on then, don't frighten me.
Well, he's struggling on one particular question. He thinks you can probably help him with the right answer, and that would be worth £125,000.
Good grief.
Yeah. So serious business. All right, mate.
Right.
OK, right, next voice here will be John. So tell you the question. There's still 4 possible answers, 30 seconds. One of them is the right answer. It's worth 125 grand. John, lots of luck. Your time starts now.
The song Killing Me Softly, Roberta Flack, was written about which singer? Bob Dylan, Don McLean, Peter Cetera, Stevie Wonder. Killing Me Softly, Roberta Flack. I'm pretty sure...
Don McLean. Absolutely certain.
Thank you.
About American Pie it was.
Thank you.
Honestly, no problem.
Thanks.
Bye, mate. Good luck.
He's a happy little chappy, isn't he? He's won nothing. Well, I hope he's right after all that.
So do I.
Well, if you're going to play, you're going to play. I assume you're going to play.
I'm going to play.
Final answer.
Final answer, Don McLean.
You know, you've been saying all night, or I've been saying to you all night, about your first instincts.
Yes.
And from the very moment you saw that, you were going, Don McLean, Don
Yes.
McLean, Don McLean. It was the right answer. You just won £125,000. So you're quite glad you came, really.
I am.
What will you do with that? You're so laid back, you're going to fall over. What will you do with that money?
Well, there's daughter's driving lessons coming up for 2 of them.
What, 125 grand's worth of driving lessons?
You don't know what damage they might cause.
OK. Well, now, listen, you have no lifelines left, OK, Dave? Very good phone a friend, but Dave was the last lifeline. Have a look at question number 13. It is worth £250,000. You would lose £93,000 of the money you have at this moment if you gave me a wrong answer. OK. Question number 13 is worth £250,000. Here it is. Muccia is the first name of which fashion designer? Kenzo, Prada, Montana, Ungaro.
I've absolutely no idea, Chris. Absolutely no idea. So I'm going to retire.
Well, you could have a bit of a go.
Yeah, to be a wild guess. And not with whatever it's...
£93,000 at stake. I don't think so.
93,000, no.
Absolutely. Final answer. I'm fairly sure it is. Final answer. You take the money?
I'll take the money.
OK, we'll get someone else in that hot seat. John Rimmer goes away with £125,000. I will tell you, and I do suspect, I suspect you couldn't care less, could you?
No.
You can go out and buy him the pint of shandy that you promised him. I can tell you the right answer was Prada. All right, mate?
OK.
Give him a big hand. He goes away with £125,000.